Hi everybody, it's Chartsky. Here's the longer video that I promised in the quick recap that shows all the trades, all the time in between, some additional comments, maybe better than being there since you can hit the pause button, but you, well, can't take the trades. You could tomorrow. But most importantly, it shows the way the trades were all called clearly and in advance and then managed in the live trading room on another great add-on day.
Okay, we got fill in gold. Looking for 15 ticks. Remember, we have to be careful it's not breaking out the top of the range. Came close to us in crude oil, but there was no fill up there at 20. So we'll take the sell off if it turns down another tick or so and turn on and buy at 53.10. 10 ticks, looking for ping pong type move in crude oil. And the euro will be 16 ticks and will be out before it gets to the lows down there, but it's just not moving much. 15 ticks is the target in gold. Again, be out before the lows down here. All right, I'm going to take the sell off in crude oil and put a buy down here at 53.10. Now we can go for 15 ticks on this trade at 53.10, and I'm going to tell you I'm coming up to 53.11. I'm worried that the computers might front run. So the target will be 15 ticks in crude oil on a fill down here at 53.11. We got some pretty solid support underneath us. The little stealth zone is 5 to 10. Here we go. There's your little stealth zone. And it's 9 o'clock, and let's see if we can get a fill. Come on, push down before you turn up. Got to raise it. 20. 53.20 is the buy. I know that was quick. Let's see, 15 ticks coming up. I hope everybody's, yeah, you got time to be in by now. See if it won't push straight up. Got a flurry of buyers. It's coming underneath. Should come on up. Should at least tag 25, 53.25, that same level from yesterday that we talked about. Remember, 53.25, strong level. Talked about it during the crude oil report. It worked as support and now it's resistance. So we should get up there and at least tag that level here at 9 o'clock. If we can't, we're going to have to scratch this trade and go in lower. But everybody should be in. Guess I could mark it, couldn't I? I don't know about gold. I think I'm going to take a tick in gold and close it. One tick and close it. It's not looking very promising. Maybe we'll get in a little higher. 1290 selling. Oops, that's still the wrong dome. I am so sorry. All right, 1290 will be the sell in gold. There goes crude oil pushing up to re-challenge 53 1/4. See if they've got the horses to get through, and if they do, it'll run the highs and we'll be fine with 15 ticks. And they're fighting right there. What a surprise. You know where the level is, so you know where the fight's going to be. Give it a chance to push through. Come on, crude oil. I may have given one away in gold here. We got to watch crude oil, what it does at 53 1/4. Whoops. The euro is sneaking up on us. The trade in gold is counter trend, just like the last one. The last one was a little trade to run the ridge, but more interested in crude oil. See if he can get through 53 1/4. That should have been an SR level, but I didn't mark it, so I'm not going to put it on there now. Is that the push through in crude oil? If it is, they're going to run the highs and give us 15 ticks. Come on, gold, reach up there and fill us. I may have gotten us a tick too far in gold. We'll see. Here comes the euro. There goes crude oil dinking through. I'm going to lower gold one tick, 89.9. I don't think we would have been filled there. It should come back one time. And it hit on our entry in the euro, and I didn't get it in. Dadgummit. That's 2. Those are frustrating when I call them to the tick and we don't get a fill. I try not to do that. All right, let's give crude oil a chance to work. Euro's back to our entry. Let's see if we can get in this time. All right, we're in gold. I'm sorry, we're in gold and we're in the euro. 16 ticks all out in the euro. We got 3 working. May have to hang on to the euro. It took forever yesterday to give 16 ticks. All right, we're above 53 1/4 in crude oil, so it can come down and hit on it and bounce back up. It's now support. Glad we lowered gold. If you see a mistake, you just correct it. Don't be stubborn over a tick. But I mean, we try and be precise in our entries so that we can use every tick to scratch a trade. That's how, knock on wood, we're able to avoid losers a lot of times, even when I'm wrong. Gold is coming down nicely. The euro's dinking down. Crude oil's trying to get up. The one I like the least is the euro. Just let them work. And we see that crude's dinking down under 53.25. I'm not going to break even on it. I think even if it comes back to our entry, we can scratch. So let's just leave it the way it is and let it work. Got a little demand zone up there that we ran into, and it may be stronger than I thought it would be. Come on, gold, just a little bit more. We've had add-on days, I believe, every day this week. So if we can get the daily profit target quickly today, we're going to be done and hitting the golf course. All right, let's be careful with crude. It's back to the entry. See if it'll bounce. See if these computers are just whipping it back. If it comes underneath us, I'm likely going to scratch crude oil. We've always got that stealth support and resistance zone underneath where we can re-enter if it comes down. But I definitely don't want us to take 10 ticks of heat. This looks like high frequency computer whip to me. And the euro, I'm watching it like a hawk. We're about to scratch that euro. If it comes above our entry, even the first time in the euro, we're going to be out. I'll go back in higher at the SR level. Man, these things are just taking forever these days. Just 10 or 15 ticks. It takes 15 to 20 minutes, doesn't it? But it's the same for everybody. At least we're getting the ticks. Another tick and we're going to go to break even in gold. Oh yeah. Let's just go +1 in gold. Make it a free trade, and then we can worry about the euro and crude oil. Crude oil could come under our entry pretty quick now. You have to watch these computers. Still looks good to me, but you just can't tell. And you can get more than 15 ticks most likely in gold, but let's put something up on the board. You know how I like that. Get one on the board quick. Gives you a lot more freedom and flexibility. I don't like the euro. I'm just going to take, I'm going to take one tick. Just take a tick and get out of it. May have to scratch it. It's coming right back to the entry. One tick and close out this euro trade. I don't trust it. We'll go in at the SR level. All right, we're out of the euro, but we'll go back in. The SR level is 106,680, so we're going to go in at 106,670. If it gets back up there, and if it doesn't, well, we babysat that one trade as long as we needed to. So one tick close out. Still waiting on crude oil to turn up. It's been in a pretty sad little range. Near 100% high frequency computers. That is the market right now in crude oil. So let's be patient. You hear it every day. Stay patient. That's what new traders and struggling traders cannot do. That's just, well, that's one of the things they cannot do. Patience and discipline. I guess they go together. I guess part of discipline is patience. But we want price to fill our entries at our levels. We don't want to chase. And then once we're in a trade, we don't care how long it takes to pay off. Yes, there's a time when we knock down the profit target, sure, but it's not very often. You see gold, okay, it's got these range lows down here, and it's got range highs up here, and price poked out and came back down in, and that's the trade we're taking, and we're aiming for to get out before price can get down to the lows. So we're going to get out about mid-range. It should be a good trade, but there's no guarantee. The trend you see in gold is up. Okay, so this is a counter trend trade. Gold may find some strength and resume its move up, and if it does, we'll get knocked out at one tick. But that's the trade. We're giving ourselves a good chance, and now the market has to do its part. And here we go again in crude oil, slicing through 25. Just proof positive it's nothing but computers. Here comes gold back. All right, I'm going to take 5 ticks out of crude oil if it'll even give us that. I believe it's coming down under. We need to get in at 10. And if it goes back up, well, that's fine. We've given it every chance. All right, we got 5 ticks closed out. We're going to go in at 10 down there. It's just whipping back and forth through here. 5 ticks is better than 0 ticks. And see, the market will do that to you. I no more said that we take less, then I had to take less. I'll go in down here to 11. And if it pushes up, well, there you go. I tell you, won't get much up over 30. I'll sell 30. Whoops, can't do that with a. I'll sell 34. If it makes new highs, they're going to be weak. I'll scalp 10 or 15 coming down in crude oil. And if it turns down, remember we're going to buy right here. Buy right here in crude oil. We're selling the SR level. Okay. Euro is in what? Downtrend, right? So we're looking for a retracement and sell with the trend. This guy's in an uptrend. This is a counter trend trade like we just talked about. Crude oil, uptrend, what we see on the screen, and the S&P hadn't opened yet, and we'll talk more about that here in just a few minutes. If we get knocked out in gold, I'll go in just above the highs and sell 90.9. Actually 91. 91 even. 91, 92 is going to be a stealth zone up there in gold. Got knocked out. Okay. Put the order in up there at 91. Let me mark the little stealth zone in gold. $91 to $92. Stealth zone in gold. All right. That's a trail. Just didn't quite make it down for us. So we got a tick and we got a tick. Here comes the euro. See if we get a fill, and it has to turn down pretty quick. Otherwise, we're going to enter up about 106,700. That's 6 ticks higher than our entry. You may want to do an add-on in the euro. I think we'll be okay here, but let's be patient. Okay, the euro's hit on us, but didn't fill. Now, let's try it again. 16 ticks. We're going to use that SR level as a backstop. We've seen continued whip back and forth through 53 1/4 here in crude oil, just back and forth, computer whip. So it doesn't look so bad just taking 5 ticks off of that trade. I mean, 5 ticks, they'll add up. It's not the way I'd like to get to the daily profit target. We're in the euro finally. All right, let's see if it'll turn down for us. Or if we have to scratch, remember, go in at 106,700, which is 6 ticks above. Remember, you can do that, an add-on up there. I'm just going all in at 106,670. If gold turns down, I'm going to do an add-on trade underneath. Tell you right now, the add-on level will be 1288, 1287.5 in gold. But I'm going to see if it won't reach up here to this stealth zone in gold. There we go, stealth zone. Guess I could write that on the chart, can I? I don't want to miss the trade though. Whoops. Just watching the dome. We got a stealth zone right there. That's what we're going to fade. $16 ticks all out in the euro, and I guess we can get that off the screen and mark the trade. $9.26, New York opens in, well, it's almost 9:27, 3 minutes plus change. Remember what we discussed in the top down, this guy right here, this red level at 39, which is not exactly on 39, but that guy right there, I guess I need to put it back. It should be exactly on 39. That is the key level to watch in the S&P here at the open. Unless we can get a couple of nice trades in the next 2 minutes, we'll be trading through the 9:30 open. Euro's trying to turn down for us. That right there will give us the daily profit target. Looking for crude oil to make a weak high and turn right down. And gold is right in the middle of nothing, isn't it? But we'll have an add-on. Tell you what, let's just take off our sell in gold. And let's do the add-on 88, 87.5, 15 ticks from 1288 will be the profit target. This trade is aggressive because we're taking it at 9:30. Crude oil is aggressive now. Wasn't aggressive before, but it is aggressive now. So if your trade plan doesn't call for aggressive trades, you don't take either one of these. That's how it works, remember. Trade your plan. There's a reason we spent time developing your trading plan. I will go in 38.75, 38 3/4 on a sell in the S&P for 3 points at the open. Euro's trying to push down good for us. Come on, just a little bit more. So we got the euro perfectly. Got one tick through us. Everybody's filled and happy and no heat. We can't always avoid heat, but we try. Add-on trade working in gold, 15 ticks from 1288 will be the profit target. And if crude oil comes back down to 53.10, that's where we're going to buy. That's what that little arrow's there is to remind you. That's the buy. I would rather see it run the highs up here. Now it's 9:30. I'd rather see it run these highs. And again, if gold turns up, I'm going to take the add-on trade off and put in the sell back up at 1291. good turn down in euro. So let's see if it'll follow through. And when we're picking new highs in crude oil, it may get through us a couple of ticks. But I'd rather be in this trade because I believe it's going to make new highs and turn right down. So if it goes through us a few ticks and we don't get this one to the tick, I wouldn't be as concerned. It's hard to tell how much is going to slip when they run the stops up there. Come on, euro. You can do it. Tell you what, let's go to break even in the euro. It's pushed down nicely. We got our plan. Let's just trade it. Here comes gold, maybe. S&P's not anywhere near us, is it? This guy's gotten off. I don't know how these lines get off just the tiniest little bit between days, but they do. We've had a lot of slice through here at 33.5. About 6 to 7:30 in the morning. Wasn't any conviction there, and it sliced through that SR level. Let's just stay patient. All right, we got the euro, so we've got the daily profit target. And we're not going to be trading too long this morning because we've had add-on days every day. But we've got some good trades working, and if we get an add-on day again today, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's just see how these trades we've got working do for us. Here comes crude oil trying to run the highs. I think I'll take 10 ticks out of crude oil on a fill up here. Could come give us more. Oh, look at that. Well, those computers front ran that thing like crazy, didn't they? And gold is pushing up. S&P coming down. Boy, that was a weak move up. I was hoping it'd get up there and fill us before it did this, but it didn't. All right, let's stay patient. All right, gold is just screaming down. We're in the S&P, right up there where we're waiting. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go add on in gold, 86.5 sell, 87.5 sell. Now this is a big one. We could take 10 ticks of heat on this. 86.5 sell, 87.5 sell, and it may mean that we need to get out of this S&P. It's got to turn down pretty quick. It's being held up 23.38 by the SR level. Hitting on us. All right, we're in. 15 ticks. If it comes straight down, I'm going to extend it to 20 ticks. This is an add-on trade. Okay, 20 ticks in gold, and we need to scratch the S&P trade. It's coming higher. Gets above 23.39, we buy that level. 23.39 in the S&P is a buy. I'll do the housekeeping and the markup and everything in a minute. If it gets above 23.39, we'll buy the S&P. May have to babysit it a little bit. 20 ticks in gold. All right, let's go to break even in gold and take the add-on off. I'm sorry, +1 in gold. And we can buy the S&P now because it's above 23.39. Don't worry about it slicing back and forth. We'll get out before this SR level. Let's see, we got one here. Part fill on an add-on. Take off the selling crude. Get under it, and I'm going to get under it and buy it at 53.10 for a 10 tick bounce. Remember, we're buying the top of this stealth zone in crude oil. May have to give the S&P just a minute. We couldn't tell if it's going to blast through or not. So we scratched number 1. Went long number 2, looking for gold to reach down and give us 20 ticks on the front end of an add-on. Man, I tell you what, I never saw this guy coming. But they coordinated computer sales. Didn't even have a chance to get in on the euro again. Taking a little heat. That's all right in the S&P. It could come down 2 points against us, I'd say, but this SR level may hold it. Ah, don't tell me. Gold is going to come back. It's going 19 ticks and it's going to whip back. This thing is volatile. If it does, we'll just get above it and sell it again. I don't see it getting much past us. It may take out the high of this candle by a tick or two, and that may be it. I'd be kind of surprised. This candle right here may take out the high of that by a tick or two. I'll go in again just a little bit higher if we get knocked out, but I'll be surprised in gold. May want to come up. I'm going to come up 1 tick in crude oil. Let's see, 9:45. We've been at it 45 minutes. Been doing okay. I want to see this guy turn up. So far, the SR level's holding price. Knock on wood. May not though. Could come under it. Let's see. Need to mark this guy was a scratch. First trade in the S&P. It got to that level that we were talking about, 23.39. But then it didn't bounce down. It's got some strength. It's going to take a little bit of effort, looks like, to get through there, and volume is light again in the S&P. can fade 23.25 in crude oil. If you do it, I do it with an add-on. Let me do that. Add-on fading crude oil at 25.30. Okay, we got 20 ticks on a part add-on in gold. And the S&P is coming down. Remember, it could get down to 37. I should have done an add-on here. I think we're okay in it. It's a really good SR level right there. May poke through though. $37 should hold it. Let's see here. Well, we've got the daily profit target plus already, don't we? Well, we'll go just a few more minutes. Let's see. Let's see if the S&P will turn up. And maybe we get something in crude oil. Markets are starting to move. Listen, there's nothing wrong with another add-on day. With the daily profit target plus, waiting on crude oil to build its strength and push up through this double level right here. Double strong. Gets through there, it should get up to the next level. Okay, and we'll be out before then. That's the plan. There's been nothing in the S&P to show me any strength. It's just been hitting on the ceiling. Hit, hit, hit. And it's going to break through. Or it should break through at some point. The buyers should overcome the sellers. The sellers ought to be weak here. We didn't know if it's just going to crash through or if it's going to take time like this. So we're having to take a little bit of heat on this S&P trade. Now once it breaks through the ceiling here and then it slices back down, if it does, well, that'll be cause for concern. But for now, everything is the same. Didn't know if we were going to see a spike through or if we're going to see it hit like this and have trouble. So yeah, we could have gotten in at 38, 1 point better, but we could have also missed the trade. If the euro or if gold will retrace, I'll sell both of them. Got an add-on working in crude oil, 10 ticks from 53.25. And if it turns down, we're going to buy 53.10, and it's getting close to turning down, isn't it? Man, I hate to give up a spot in line up there. S&P's trying. It's hitting on the ceiling, hitting on the ceiling. Hitting on the ceiling. Can it break through? There it goes through by a tick. Now let's see if the buyers don't come in. Looks like they are. There you go. That was our trade. Take crude oil off. We're going to manage the S&P and be done. All right, break even in the S&P. She should be pulled into 42 3/4 right here like a magnet. And we'll be out. So we're going to take this off in crude oil because we're not doing that anymore. This will be a good little add-on, and we're going to call it an early morning and enjoy our week. If we can get a fill here in the S&P, add-on day every day this week again. Knock on wood. And there we go. Drawn right into it, just like a magnet. Well, I wish every day was as orderly as this. But when the markets are moving and when there's follow through, well, it's a horse of a different color. So another add-on day every day this week. We'll see if there's any questions, and if there are, we'll deal with them. And otherwise, great trading, guys. Okay, there you go. Another add-on day, and knock on wood, we've had one every day this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, now Thursday. So let's look at the individual markets real quick and a recap, starting with the S&P. That was our last market traded. Trend was down, okay. We were looking for a retracement for a sell, and we knew that 23.39 was going to be a key level. I guess first part is knowing 23.39 is going to be a key level, but we did. So we took a sell into that level, looking for it to go with trend. We prefer to take trend trades, but we will take counter trend trades. And anyway, when price showed strength instead of continued weakness, we turned around and bought. We had 23.38 as our backstop, and we knew that price was going to get drawn into this next level up here like a magnet, and so we got 3 points and we were out pretty fast and easy after it moved, after it broke through the ceiling here. We were out pretty fast and easy in the S&P. The market underneath that is the EuroFX, and the trend is down in the euro. So what we were doing is looking for ways to sell it. We got in the first one and price wouldn't turn down. We gave it a chance, and so we took a tick and closed out that trade. And then we wanted to use the SR level as a backstop to sell, and knowing that sometimes the computers front run these key important levels, we went in a little early and we got a fill, and it turned down nicely. I didn't know it was going to go down that well, but still 16 ticks all out. It was a great trade. Crude oil, the trend is up, okay, and we had from yesterday this key level at 53 1/4. We were looking down here at 53.10 from the beginning to buy, but it didn't get down, so we bought 53 1/4 hoping it would make new highs, and it didn't. When it didn't, we took 5 ticks because 5 ticks is better than 0 ticks. It came back later and tried 53.10 and couldn't make it again, but by then we were done and we didn't need that market because gold was really good to us. Now, all week, gold has been up, 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 and we've been talking about it, a flight to safety. I guess I should have seen the possibility of a strong breakdown here. We did try and sell counter trend trades in gold, but these guys didn't do what we wanted, and we got out with one tick. And then when it spiked down, we put an add-on trade on, and we only got the front part, but still 20 ticks was a nice add-on to finish the day. So we were done before 10 o'clock this morning with another add-on day.
Here's the required CFTC disclaimer. It's very important, and I urge you to read it. And if you're interested in joining us, or if you just want to see a little more, or if you want to get some more information about what we do every day in the live trading room, please visit my blog at www.chartsky.com. And if you have any questions about this video, or questions about any of the many other videos, or maybe questions about what we do every day in the live trading room, please send me an email to chartskytrades@gmail.com. And remember, if you didn't get these results, or if you maybe just want another set of eyes to add to what you're already doing, you could be trading with us tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out there.